artificial intelligence, or AI, has become a central topic of our time, influencing every field from communication to creativity. Yet for many English learners, the word AI still feels abstract, distant, and technical. Decoding AI means to break down this complex idea into simple human language that can be discussed naturally in everyday English. When we talk about decoding, we are not only trying to understand machines, we are also learning to interpret how they think, learn, and communicate with us. In English conversation practice, decoding AI is an opportunity to combine language learning with modern awareness. Instead of memorizing vocabulary, learners can use real examples. A conversation about ChatGPT helping with homework, or how facial recognition works in smartphones. These are not science fiction stories anymore. They are real experiences that shape how people talk and think today. By discussing such topics in English, learners expand both their vocabulary and their worldview. They become more confident expressing opinions about innovation, ethics, and technology, all in a natural conversational style. To start, imagine two friends talking about an AI app they use daily. One might say, "I think AI understands me better than my teacher." The other could respond, "That sounds interesting, but can AI really understand emotions?" This simple exchange trains pronunciation, tone, and expression, but also builds the learner's ability to explore deep ideas in fluent English. In this way, decoding AI becomes not a technical process, but a bridge between language and modern life. When practicing English conversation through the topic of AI, the most effective approach is to focus on real context rather than definitions. For example, students can practice dialogues such as discussing whether AI can replace teachers, how recommendation systems know what we like, or why chatbots seem polite but sometimes make mistakes. These are meaningful, human-centered situations that naturally invite curiosity and communication. In real conversation, learners need 3 key skills: listening, responding, and expanding. Listening helps capture the main ideas in someone else's sentence. Responding builds interaction, and expanding allows the speaker to add examples or emotions. Consider this short dialogue. A. Do you trust AI when it gives you advice? B. Not always. Sometimes it sounds confident, but I still double-check online. Through such exchanges, learners practice rhythm, hesitation, and tone features of authentic English. Moreover, they learn to express critical thinking in a calm and logical way, a skill essential in both academic and professional communication. Teachers can use AI-related topics to design speaking activities, debates, interviews, or role plays. For example, one group could act as a company developing an AI assistant, while another plays customers asking ethical questions. This format allows creativity and language to blend naturally. Students learn words like algorithm, bias, automation, and machine learning, but also expressions like to make a fair decision, to analyze data, and to build trust. The goal is not to sound robotic. It is to sound real, thoughtful, and aware of how technology shapes daily life. In essence, decoding AI through English conversation means talking about the human experience within technology. It transforms learning English from a classroom task into a journey of global connection. The final step of decoding AI in real English practice is building confidence to express opinions clearly and emotionally. Language is not only about words. It is about connection. When learners discuss artificial intelligence, they are also exploring what it means to be human, to feel, to create, to decide, and to communicate meaningfully. This contrast between human intuition and machine logic gives endless topics for reflection and conversation. For instance, one discussion could explore, can AI be truly creative? Learners might compare how an artist paints with emotion while AI generates images by combining patterns. Another could focus on AI and jobs, discussing fears and hopes about the future of work. These dialogues allow students to use advanced vocabulary such as innovation, ethics, automation, or digital transformation, but in sentences that are personal and emotional. They begin to sound like global citizens, capable of speaking naturally about technology's role in society. To make practice more effective, learners should record themselves speaking, analyze their pronunciation, and listen to authentic interviews or podcasts where experts explain AI in simple terms. The more they listen and speak, the more natural their language becomes. Gradually, AI stops being a difficult concept and becomes a familiar part of their conversation, a topic they can discuss confidently at work, in study groups, or with international friends. Ultimately, decoding AI is not just about understanding how machines learn. It is about understanding ourselves in the age of intelligence, how we use language to ask questions, share stories, and keep our humanity alive in a world increasingly guided by algorithms. Real English conversation about AI helps learners grow not only as speakers, but also as thinkers who can engage thoughtfully with the future.